So our atmosphere, you think of Earth, the atmosphere is the thinnest layer of all the layers of Earth. So it's I've seen this question come up on your test. You look at an apple, what do you think would represent the atmosphere in an apple? What part? Skin. Thin layer, yes? This thin layer, though, is responsible for why we have life on Earth and all environmental air problems that we're experiencing. What's the 78% of this atmosphere? Nitrogen gas, okay? So N2, we want to remember to reference them in their actual state. 21%. Oxygen, what we breathe, oxygen gas. And then 1% is argon, and then carbon dioxide, which is a greenhouse gas, and other greenhouse gases. So you want to remind yourself that this is a greenhouse gas, one that we can say is the primary greenhouse gas of concern, and then other greenhouse gases make up just one tiny percent of our atmosphere and are leading to all these issues that we're experiencing. Spheres, layers is the foundation for understanding everything we're going to be covering, and everything we're actually going to be covering is right in these two layers. The rest is just things you have to know. This diagram has come up on the AP exam several times, but we're going to start, here's Earth, so we're starting with the layer closest to Earth that represents the atmosphere, which is the troposphere. So looking at the diagram, what do you think happens in the troposphere? Look at it. Rain. Weather occurs. Good. What else happens in the troposphere? Where planes fly. It's closest to land. Every gas that we talk about in this class primarily is in the troposphere, making it the most dense because it's packed with gases. We know it's 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and then we have greenhouse gases, and it's the smallest. So it's packed with gases, and we're going to be talking about everything that happens in the troposphere, which impacts you, except this. The only thing we talk about in the stratosphere is this issue, which is what? What protects us from UV rays? Ozone layer. So the ozone layer is part of the stratosphere, which is the second layer of the atmosphere. So ozone is not a layer in the atmosphere. Ozone is a molecule, O3, which is packed, or should be, I should say, in the stratosphere. There's a hole there, meaning those molecules are becoming depleted. And now we're at the meso. What can you tell me about the meso? The only thing you have to know. Cold. What can you tell me about the thermo? Hot. And then the ionosphere is actually full of ions, also known as the exosphere. And for a long time, there was only these four layers, tropostrato, meso, thermo. And then the ionosphere was part of the thermosphere. So sometimes you will see that in a diagram. There's only four layers, tropostrato, meso, thermo, and part of thermo is iono. So keep that in mind. Sometimes they don't reference all five layers.